Hawks21 here, back with another Splinterlands video. So I'm slowly starting, now that the cards have fallen in price a little bit, to buy up some of the reward cards. One of the first ones that I've got to a level I'm comfortable playing right now is right here, the DHAMPIR Infiltrator. I have it at level 5 right now. I wanted to get that second attack, has the double strike, dragon card with the cripple. I'm going to show you 3 battles, sort of breaking down. They're actually my first 3 battles with this card. And I think, they all show something interesting about how this card can be used and some of the downsides. Before I get into the battles, if you enjoy my content or learn anything from it, it would be awesome if you can like and subscribe. Very exciting time in Splinterlands, despite the bear market. And we're going to keep on posting through that. This game's really, really fun to play. All right, so let's get into it. Battle number 1. Right off the bat, first thing you see, broken arrow, so no ranged. In this sort of cap, I'm expecting either a magic spam or some sort of sneak play. And what's funny is we both sort of did opposite things. To cover the magic, I'm putting Bakjira here. And then a little bit to cover the sneak play, I tossed this guy back here to eat up a hit. And then was hoping that eventually he's going to get to 8 speed with Kitty, and he'd be hard to hit. They went magic, so it was more a Bakjira game. But they left their backline very exposed. And this, to me, could be kind of the new sneak meta you might get with water. I mean, you could also do this with life a little bit with the new sneak card in Chaos. But this sort of reminded me of, normally instead of the Infiltrator, you used to get the Saber Shark. But now in Modern, there's going to be no more Saber Shark. So this could be a way to sort of replace that as a sort of sneak meta for Modern. Now, it's very important, and you'll see this come up a couple times. I'm almost always going to want to bring some sort of Inspire for this card, just because the 2 attack is so low that, and you'll see in one later, we actually keep hitting someone who has the shield ability. It actually does 0 damage. Not the case here, but their summoner basically has the demoralize ability to decrease melee, but our Inspire evens it out. Yeah, just very powerful lineup. You'll see we sort of go through their back end very, very quickly. All these battles are going to feature Kitty because, again, it's my only dragon summoner. Yeah, it's going very fast. Slow it down. Just because it's my only dragon summoner, so it's the only way I can get you this content. Although for now, I mean, this makes me think maybe I want to get a dragon summoner that's either, that's 4 mana or below, because this would be a pretty crazy Little League set as well with these 3 cards. But just too powerful. So, take away from this battle, I would say, good when you bring an Inspire, and then just very, very, very powerful. We get the Resurrect on our Torrent Fiend from the Redemption. Yeah, just too much for this team to handle. Too much sneak power. Too much damage. Alright. Second battle. Similar setup, you see. I bring the Inspire via the Demented Shark. And look, they bring a Demoralize. So same situation. I'm always going to want to try to bring an Inspire because this card becomes double as weak every time you decrease one of its attacks, right? Because of the double strike, it's going to hit for half as much damage as it would if it wasn't demoralized. So I always want to make sure, I would love to get this up to 3, right? That's my goal, but it sort of counteracts their demoralize. This battle is really, really fun. Another example just showing the power of these 3. It was melee only with no heal. Normally I wouldn't bring Kitty, but I would have played just a normal blue play, but I'm trying to use this card more and more so I can see how it plays. I put the Cruel Cephalopod in the back because I was expecting some sneak. They didn't go with as much sneak as I thought they were going to. They decided to go to sort of the blind backfire method, but good thing I brought Kitty because of the True Strike. And you'll see later on that it actually becomes very important that I have True Strike, as we could potentially lose the match if we didn't. Interesting play by them to bring the sea monster. I know it has the thorns and we can only use melee, but the no heal sort of makes it a little bit of a questionable call. Yeah, just shows how powerful this is, and then it comes down to the wire. And you'll also see actually a point where we lose our Inspire and their Demoralize is still out there. And so you'll see the difference. I think that's only for a couple turns, but... So yeah, we're just slowly, you know, their opportunity is distracted. And we're just gonna, right here. So now it's only gonna hit for 1. And it makes a pretty big difference, right? We're able to get rid of it, but normally we would have gotten another hit here on the Flying Squid because the 2 would have taken out the Deep Lurker and then another hit on the Flying Squid. And we only win this by 1 turn. Okay, here's another weakness. When you run into a Thorns monster, this dies right away if you don't have additional health or shield on it. This version has 3 health to start, or at level 5. It eventually gets up to 4, but that's still not enough to overcome 2 Thorns. And you'll see right here, it gets the damage off, but it's just going to completely get rid of itself. There's the first one. There's the second one. So, very powerful card. Does a lot of damage. Great to play with other sneak cards, but really, really, really bad to play against Thorns. You know, it just has less resiliency than some of these other sneak cards. Your Uraeus has a shield, right? So it'll eat one of the Thorns. He has the 5th damage, so he can get 3 turns across, and there's a chance you've eliminated that Thorns monster by then. Where with the double strike, you're going to go directly into that Thorns monster twice and going to wipe you out. So there's a downside. Watch how this game ends. So that's a big miss. But the Thorns, we wipe ourselves out. And now right here, right? So normally the risk would be, so he just went. If I get 1 backfire, I lose. And without the True Strike, it would be 25% chance that I would miss. But with the True Strike, we're going to win by 1 turn. You know, next turn, his 3 attack would have wiped us out. It's a very close match. That was a fun one. This, to me, this match here tells you so much. It's really, really long, so I apologize. But it tells you so much about this card. A couple things to watch out for. They bring a Demoralize. We don't have an Inspire. We're going to be doing 1 attack. Hitting a monster with shield because it has taunt, so we're not going to hit the back line. Doing 0 damage. Right? That's a problem. So that's a risk. If you can't bring an Inspire and they bring a Demoralize, this card could be made useless very, very, very quickly. Second thing, we're going to get a full display of Cripple here. Why it's good, and one of the first times I've seen why it can be very, very powerful. When this card hits the Shield Bearer, its max health is going to be decreased, right? But it's almost like it's going to end up getting a double heal from the Truth Speaker. Because it's going to cleanse the cripple away, which is going to increase the Shield Bearer's health by 2 once it's damaged. And then it's going to heal the Shield Bearer. So it almost ends up being a double heal because of the cripple. And to me, this is a huge negative of cripple and something that they're going to want to fix. Or not want to fix. I think it probably was intentional the way they did this for some reason. It is just something I disagree with. It's a game mechanic I disagree with. And you know, it would make cripple ability actually useful if this wasn't the case. And you'll see it more closely once we start the battle, and I'll walk through it. Other thing to explain, their Silver Shield Assassin attacking the Pelacor Bandit, watch how many times it misses the Pelacor Bandit. We're going to end up taking this match, spoiler alert, but it is only because the Silver Shield Assassin probably misses the Pelacor Bandit 20 to 25 times. It's pretty shocking. All right, let's hit play. And then once we finally do get through the Shield Bearer, you'll see it will take some time. you'll see cripple in a positive light. You know, and where the value from cripple comes from. You don't see it yet. We have to actually get through the shield and do some damage to shield bearer for you to see it. But yeah, pay attention to the assassin too. How many times he's going to miss that back line. So we slowly are whittling away. See, we can't really do any damage. But this guy just can't hit him. It's an 85% miss chance. The 9 speed minus the 3 is 60. Then the 25% from flying is 85. Okay, here's the first time you'll see the cleanse. Watch when this card goes. So it's at 6 health, right? I think it's right here. You get the cleanse that's going to put it back to 8. And then the heal. So it's like it's almost 2 heals. Like getting rid of cripple becomes 2 heals. Like we've done this damage to the shield bearer. We've gotten him down to 4 health. So it's not like in the cripple isn't the infiltrator's attack isn't doing any damage. It's just adding on this cripple. All of my other monsters are the ones who are getting it down to this level. But because I'm getting 0 damage cripples, the shield bearer gets an additional heal. Which to me makes cripple a detriment in this situation. Like not only am I doing 0 damage with the infiltrator, I'm allowing it to heal extra because of this cripple ability. Which I just don't think there should be an ability in the game that's supposed to be a positive for you that, you know, through no action of the other team, right? Like it's not a direct counter, becomes a negative. And that's what, you know, is happening here. It just takes me a significant amount of time to get through this card because of the double heal via cleansing the cripple, even though I'm not doing any damage to it. Okay, that's my cripple rant. Promise you're about to see cripple in a positive light and where the benefits come in very shortly. Also, my Pellicor Bandit still has 6 health. This whole time, it's hit 0 times. So that's 8 times 2. That's 16. Or this would be 16. It's missed 16 times in a row, I believe. Okay, now here's the cripple. So the infiltrator is going to hit shield, but it's also going to do damage to the health via the cripple. So 1 shield, 1 health. 1 shield, 1 health. When it's hitting shield, it's amazing, right? Because you're damaging their max health in the back. So it's almost like you're doing double damage. And when you talk about double strike, it's almost like you're doing quadruple damage at that point. And then obviously it also matters, but once your shield's gone, it doesn't really matter as much. It's just normal cripple. It would matter if they had a triage, but they don't. So for here, it's just when it hits a shielded monster, you're getting an additional damage boost. I'm going to speed this up because I think you guys get the point. Slowly we get, and look, the Silver Shield Assassin finally hit the Pellicor. He's hit once in 12 rounds, going twice each round. So that was obviously some RNG luck by me. If, you know, there's 2 more misses. You're about to see again, watch cripple work. It's going to hit the assassins, boom, health down, boom, health down. So yeah, here's the more misses. So yeah, very interesting card. I don't think it's overpowered, right? Like you saw in this match, it was, you know, rendered pretty useless for the first half. Obviously, once we got rid of the taunt and the demoralize, now it's going to do a ton of damage. But yeah, it's very easy to counter via thorns, shields, demoralize. But, you know, you can run some really fun lineups with it. I'm very excited for this card. Expect more videos like this as I level up more of the reward cards. I appreciate you guys being here. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.